Hey, it's JD Adventures again. All right, here's a trail I'm going to hike this morning. Trying to get up to a mountain ridge that was down below our campground area. So before I talked and didn't think I was up at pretty high altitude, but supposedly we are at about 8,900 feet. I didn't realize that. That's pretty high up. But which means by the time I probably get up to the top of the peak that I'm going to, I could end up being about 10,000 feet. So we'll see how it goes. Should be good. But yeah, it's early in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Just met a guy that said his YouTube channel's TNTEpicadventures. Gonna give him a shout out. He's probably gonna look at mine. It's kind of fun, right? But he's gonna do some stream fishing right near the area that we were. So right near the trailhead of this trail that I'm on. Beautiful morning. We had a little bit of rain just as I was waking up, but other than that, you can tell nice blue skies right now. Just beautiful. Yep, gotta love it. Nice morning for a morning hike. So there you go. I'll record a little bit more when I get up a little higher. So I just wanted to talk a little bit real quick. Orienteering. So I was a scout leader for a good 22 years. One of my big things I used to teach quite a bit was orienteering, which is basically getting yourself oriented with your surroundings. Like I said in one of my other YouTube videos, when I was hiking along the Highline Trail, I started backpacking when I was 5 years old. So we would hike into a camp, stay there for 5 days, and we'd use topographical maps. My dad taught me very well, so it's very important when you start doing these type of adventures, you're familiar with the area. It's kind of a very important thing. That way you don't get lost. Another thing I recommend is make sure you've told someone where you're going, how long you expect to be, when you want to be back, especially if you're doing it by yourself. It's not good to do it too much by yourself. I do it a lot by myself, which is probably not great, because if I were to injure myself, then I have to figure a way of getting back. But I try and make sure when I'm doing my particular adventures, I'm not overexerting myself to where I can injure myself. But yeah, make sure you are familiar with the area. Very important. Pay attention to north, south, east, west. Like for right now, I'm traveling north along this trail because if you notice, the sun's coming up on the east, goes down in the west, and we always understand our surroundings. And the particular mountain that I'm going to climb up on was just east of our campground. The trail eventually heads up onto a saddle up on top, and that's where I'll try and follow the ridge line out to some cliffy area, which should be very pretty, and I'll take some videos of that once I get up there. So as you can see, I'm still kind of following her along in the valley area through some meadow area, but very nice. Bunch of new growth, small trees. It's really pretty here, really pretty. Alright, talk to you in a bit. Well, I think this is where we start climbing. I probably won't record much, but as you can hear, I'm already starting to breathe pretty heavy. So I will probably not record much on the climbs since we are at altitude. But yep, here we go. This is the climb. Like I said, it'll probably be about 1,000 feet of climb when it's all said and done. Still super moist on even on the trail here. So when you're in the mountains too, and you're climbing, be careful with pushing yourself too much. There is a thing called altitude sickness, and if you go too hard, too fast, you can get headaches, sorry, breathing heavy already, bloody noses. But yeah, it's not a good thing. So you just take your time, you slow down your pace, shorter steps, try and keep your breathing under control. Pay attention to your heart rate, and don't push yourself too hard. But yeah. So something else I want to show you. You'll see in trees sometimes these little markings. That slit right there. And these other numbers. Those are generally so that people can tell where the trail is. Not actually someone cutting into trees just to cut into trees. You'll see those cut into trees. And then also you'll see rocks that are stacked on top of each other. A good other sign to indicate where the trail is. They're generally supposed to be every distance of they consider line of sight. Sometimes they are there, sometimes not. You can see it up in the tree we're coming up to right now. Excuse me. A little slit in the tree there. It's not big, but it's there. Alright guys, there you go. Quite a ways up now. Beautiful view, isn't it? Look at that mountain range clear over there, still has snow in it. Pretty amazing. But I'm probably getting close to the top, but that's the amazing part right there. The views. Come out on this little edge out here where you can see even more. Wow. Really nice. Down there in the valley is where I came from, down there. Got a little bit of a moon. Some clouds that's starting to gather. So you have to be careful with up here in the Uinta Mountains, down there in the valley of Utah, Salt Lake area, Ogden area. It could be sunny and 90 degrees, but be rainy up here. So when clouds start to gather, just be paying attention to it. Don't want to be caught in a thunderstorm at the top of a mountain peak or something. Try and get down in a safe area. But beautiful, isn't it? Woohoo! So as you can see right there, that cliff area, hopefully here about another hour, hopefully I can get up there. That's my goal. But we're still getting up to the saddle yet. But yeah. Eventually I'll get back up over there. Probably another 500 feet or so up. But I'm going to have to follow a ridge line that comes from here behind the trees over to there. So, yeah, I'm still going up over here. But, again, getting closer. Another switchback. Switchbacks make it easier to climb instead of just going straight up a hill. Especially as you can see how steep it is. You try to go straight up the hill. further back down there, it was even steeper. Probably about a 60% incline. Alright guys, again, just trying to work my way up. Okay, as you can see, we're kind of getting up to the top. As you can see through the trees right there, you can kind of see some blue. Just about up to what we call a saddle. Saddle generally means it's kind of a point where it drops down between like two peaks. Most trails that you do when you're backpacking or hiking will generally go to a saddle. It's easier that way for a lot of your travel, because as you see over there with that peak kind of between the trees, it's like rocky, well, cliffy I should say. So, but yeah, we're just about up. I just took a stop for a minute and was taking off my long sleeve shirt because it's a little bit cooler this morning when I got started, so I didn't want to get too cold while I was starting the first portion of this hike. So now I'm down just to my short sleeve t-shirt. But yeah, we're getting up here. Not much further to go. Probably about another 3/4 of a mile maybe hiking. Alright guys, talk to you again. Alright guys, look, made it to the top. We're now just below the area I'm going to go to that's out over there. But for those that don't like you to not follow a trail, I'm sorry. Doing a little bit of cross-country hiking. I'm gonna go to where we can get some good views. But there you go. Look at that. Out of the tree line. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Look at that. Beautiful country we live in, man. Gotta respect these mountains though. Weather can change quick. As you can see, the clouds will be gathering. We'll probably have a rainstorm later this afternoon sometime. But wow, beautiful. Just amazing being able to enjoy this scenery. So I'm probably getting close to 10,000 feet here. Still climbing though, of course. Like I said, I gotta get over to that little cliffy area over there. So when I get over there, I'll record it. Well, there's the cliff I want to go to. And look at the views now. This is crazy. Wow. Amazing. So I don't know if you can see it, but right about there, there's some windmills just on the edge of those trees. That's where we drove in from. So I'm at the kind of the ridge line. Haven't made it out to that cliff area yet, but yeah, that's up that way, is up in Wyoming. So we're in Utah area here, which is over here. So just thought I'd show you where we'd come in from. Those windmills up there are just before you get to Fort Bridger, and I'll probably do another video here in a little while. Labor Day weekend, they have what's called a Mountain Man Rendezvous, so I might go to that this year, check it out. Never been to it. It's supposed to be a huge event, but yeah, I'll see what I can do about going to that and videotaping some of that. They have all kinds of activities that, you know, you'd figure mountain men doing. So yeah. There you go. Look at that beautiful area. Amazing views. Yeah, it takes some effort to get up here. This is probably from the campground about 4.5, maybe a little over 4 miles that I've hiked. I'll probably find out once I get back. I record most of my stuff on Strava, so when I get back and actually indicate what I did, how far it was. But yeah, look at that view. Amazing. So my campground is right down there where you see the group of bunch of what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 RVs, well, tent trailers and camp trailers and tents down there. So, and then where the trail starts is about right here. I don't know if that's going to be right where it needs to be, but that's where it is. But yeah, look at that. Woo! Check that out. That's an amazing view, isn't it? Ah, this is what I love about the mountains, man. Amazing. Look at all the snow still up in the mountains too, and it's August, what is that, August 5th today. And you still got big snowfields. And that's kind of because we had so many, so much snow. It was a record year in snow, just like California had a record year in snow, and they actually, it was really kind of good for them because they refilled all their reservoirs, and pretty much the same for us too. We were able to refill most of our reservoirs, which is great. So there you go. Hiking along the top of a mountain ridge. Probably slightly over 10,000 feet, but I'll indicate how high it is up here in my video when I do the video editing. And I think if you look back that way, Mount Baldy is right about over there. And then the Mirror Lake Highway comes through somewhere over that way. Yeah, this is amazing. Just can't get over it. Sorry, I probably said amazing about 20 times, but can't get over it when you get to do this type of stuff. All right, guys. You have a great day. Hopefully you are having a great day. Enjoy life. Do some adventures. See what you can find, and don't try and do heavy ones like this one. This one's takes a little more energy to do this long of a hike, but if you can do it, do it. I'm not saying don't. But again, like I was talking about before, orienteering, so important. Make sure you know where you're at, because you don't want to get lost up here in the mountains, because you could if you're not really very familiar. Well, the biggest thing is hiking cross country without trails, because you can get lost real quick, get disoriented. But like I said, I've been doing this since I was 5 years old, so I have a kind of a weird talent that maybe over time, when I was hiking and backpacking with my dad and my brothers, that I've kind of learned how to map where I'm at in my brain. So I just very oriented in the area that I go, and that's how I'm able to also well, it's another reason why I was very apt in trying to teach a lot of my scouts how to stay oriented where they're at, so they can be successful and not get lost and have some fun in exploring. Alrighty. Okay, this is where I wanted to make it to, this cliffy area. Look at that. That's pretty far down there. That's a good maybe 300 foot drop. No walking down that way. Yep. There you go. Another adventure for today. I'll add it to the overall video that I do of my adventures today. Well, this week, being up here. Beautiful day. Perfect day for a hike. That's where we came from, that saddle I was talking about. So no, remember how I was talking about the saddles, how it drops in between right out here. So whenever it drops like that, they call that a saddle. And that's where a lot of the time you put in crossings for hiking trails, both backpacking and just regular hiking trails. They'll go through a saddle area, because this area is a little rough, as you can see. I don't want to be coming up around this stuff. Alright, I'm gonna head back down to the camp now. It probably should take me about an hour and a half. Took me about an hour and 50 minutes to get up here. That's a lot faster than I thought. I was thinking more closer to 2.5 hours, but yeah. Nice hike up. Beautiful scenery. Wow, wow, wow. Good stuff. Alright, we'll see you back at the camp. Here's a better marking for trail marking that I was talking about. Those are used to mark trails. If you look back down there, the other tree, you'll see that same marking, so you know where the trails are. Hello guys, here we are. I'm back down on the main road, back to where I was camping. That's where I came from, up there. Crazy, beautiful country though. Clouds are starting to gather. Like I said, we may have some rain this afternoon. It's kind of what I'm talking about as far as weather goes. You have to be careful when you're up here. But it was a good hike. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the view too. Hope you enjoyed the view. But I love hiking. Would have been nice to actually have my running shoes, but oh well. I'm in my hiking boots. Might have a blister on my heel, but oh well. Par for the course, right? You're up here hiking. Once in a while you get a blister. Total distance I'll probably hike today is a little over 7 miles. Might be close to about 7.5. I'll put a little clip on the end that lets you know how far I ended up really going, but it was a good hike. Perfect temperature, probably about 55 maybe to start with. It's probably about 60, no more than 65 right now. Beautiful weather. Alright guys, if you like my channel, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me. I like to throw up videos of different adventures that I go on. This is one of them. You guys have a good day. Enjoy life and adventure. Find things that you like to do. If it's not hiking, find something. Some people like art. Some people like archery. Who knows what it might be that you like. But make sure you feel fulfilled. TNTEpicadventures. Enjoy life. Be happy. Bye.